welcome back to our lovely YouTube channel where we, just talk to dogs pretty much. So here we have Loki, a German Shepherd Malinois mix, a little bit of pit bull in him, but not too much. Loki is obviously a puppy, very young one. If I remember correctly, maybe like 4 or 5 months, something like that, somewhere around there. He is here for 2 weeks. He has completed 1 week. Today is Tuesday. The last 3 days, which would be Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, we mostly worked on like outside with heel work, stop, things of that lovely nature. And obviously for the first couple days that he was here, we did kennel training, house training, basic obedience, and impulse control. So, what does Loki struggle on? As some people might wonder. Loki's biggest problems are his house training. His house training is a bit rough. Still working on it. But hey, everything takes time. All it is consistency, progress, and, being fair and taking the small rewards, right? He struggles on that. He does predicted behaviors. So, meaning if you tell him here, then he'll just kind of instantly go down or sit or roll over, one of the two. To me, it's not bad. It's not the worst thing in the world, but sometimes I do want him to sit rather than down. But his recall with the down is honestly a lot prettier, in my opinion, especially with his breed. It's just going to look really nice as he gets older. But predicted behavior is one of those things. The only reason why I bring up predicted behavior, because that can stem around a lot of things. So that could be fear and anxiety. That could be lack of reinforcement. That could be lack of structure. And then as he gets older, obviously it would get worse, which is not good. So it's something that we don't want. But since he is a puppy, he's still in the learning stages, and he's only been here for about 8 days. I'm not too keen on it, right? I'm not like, what the heck? Why do you keep doing that? No, I'm like, okay, I'll take it for now. But as time goes on, things like that need to be fixed, and there needs to be more structure. Those are the real two main things. His house training. He's only had 1, 2, 3 accidents since he's been here, which isn't bad. It's not bad, not at all. But obviously, that's something that we need to work on. But other than that, let's get started. So, since he has been here for a full week, sorry for the yap sesh, but since he has been here for a full week, we're going to start off with the leash pressure. I'm just going to show you what we've been doing. I'm not really going to demonstrate how we've done it. And I'm going to show you his progress. So starting off with leash pressure. After leash pressure, it would be food luring. After food luring, it's going to be hand signs. After hand signs, it's going to be vocals. And after vocals, we might take the session outside. So basically, what today is a testing day for Loki to see how he's doing, obviously in a controlled environment. He does really well inside the house with all the other dogs and in the backyard, so I'm not really too worried about that. But if he does extremely well here, then that lets me know, one, he's making progress, he's thinking, he's using his brain, he can think for himself, and he's doing things on his own accord with guidance from me. If he passes, if he gives me, let's say above a B, if he gives me a B plus, we'll go with the B plus. If he gives me a B plus, then tomorrow we are gonna take everything out into the real world. Yes, out into the world of humans. Okay, so as you can tell, Mr. Loki's son is in his kennel right now. He loves that thing, as he should. He needs to. He is a denning creature, a denning animal. He needs to love it. We're actually going to do something a little bit different here, since he is going to be a bigger dog whenever he gets older. We're going to put the legs on this place board. So, yes, I have a place board and all this and that, but in reality, with your dog, you do not need this. Your placeboard can be literally anything. It could be a couch, it could be their bed, it could be whatever you want it to be. It can be a chair, whatever you decide, right? So with this placeboard, he loves this thing as well. That's the only thing that I don't like with Loki that he does on the placeboard is when you tell him free, he doesn't do free. But to be fair, we haven't. Whenever we work on the placeboard, it's more of a like a recall off of it, which isn't bad. It's not the worst thing in the world. Some trainers would be like, never recall your dog off the placeboard. Only, and then like whenever they're on the placeboard and you want to release them, make sure you stand by it and then you set them free. It's your dog. It's up to you. Training is really subjective. This is what I would say. Whatever makes sense to you, do it. Now, if a trainer or someone that you met on the road and you see that their dog is well, not even. Let's exclude the dog. Someone you met on the road and they go, "Hey, this worked for me. I would throw beanbags at my dog, and then he stopped becoming reactive." Think before you apply that to your dog. Think, is that really gonna work? Like, how hard are you throwing these beanbags? Again, I'm just throwing something out there. So training is really subjective. As long as it makes sense to you and as long as you're seeing the results, do it. Alrighty, so once again, we're starting off with the leash pressure. After the leash pressure, food luring. After food luring, hand signs. After hand signs, not recall, verbals. And after verbals, we put it all together and then we see how he does. And then we'll probably switch it up and then we'll go outside and do some heel work and all that stuff. So today is going to be a long session for him. He just went potty. He had his food this morning. He just played. He's done it all. So there's really no excuses. And what we're using here is a slip lead. With these, no communication, just watch. Good boy. Free. Perfect. Okay, so leash pressure segment complete. Now it's time for the hand signs. Food luring. So sorry. So food luring, super simple. Pretty self-explanatory. Food in your hand, do the signs, dog should follow. So once again, no talking, just watch. here, Booger. Alrighty, so that was really good. That was food luring. We did food luring, hand signs. So basically for food luring, like I said, pretty self-explanatory. Whatever you want the dog to do, you just have them lick the food while you're doing the motion. So now for hand signs. This is what I do for my hand signs. Like I said, training is very well versed in a lot of things. So for me, what's most comfortable, you could always change this up as the dog gets older. It's all personal preference, but the only way you can change it up, or the easiest way for the dog to understand it, change it up, is once again consistency and consistency, just doing it all the time. So that way the dog understands what it is. So for my sits, these are my sits. I normally keep them right here. These are my downs. Downs, I also add in my whole body. So whenever I position myself, I'm like this. So I don't know. All I do is just go like this, right? And then they go down. So since I'm adding my whole body language, they follow through. Now you don't have to do that. For me, it's normal. It feels comfortable. I like it. And if I really feel in tune with the dog, whatever dog it is, especially with my dog, I love doing it with my dog. For recalls, I just like this, put it right by my side. Depending on the size of the dog will depend on how high or low your recall is going to be, because they do got to see it since it is a hand sign and you're not talking to them, and they do have to see it. And then for stay, just simple stiff arm stop sign. That's all it is. And once again, depending on the size of your dog, you vary. It all varies. And for place and kennel, it's the exact same thing. You saw it whenever I was doing it. It's just a simple, I put my body into it and point. Now, as time goes on, once they get older, then it'll be super simple. You can just do this, 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 and then just, at one point, you can just get lazy with it. You know? Vocals. Sit, down, here, place, kennel, stay, free. 7 vocals inside of the workshop. Then in the next segment, we'll see what he knows outside. We're going to run through 7 commands, and we'll see if he gets food. I don't know. I'm gonna leave the slip lead on him. I trust him, but once again, consistency and fairness are always key in your training. So if he gets something confused, I have to be fair with the correction. I need this dog to have structure. I need him to have structure, because that could be something that's causing his predictability. When you're doing vocals with your puppy, since they are still in the learning process, add everything that we just did, which would be your hand signs and leash pressure if you have the leash on you, or food luring if you have food on you. So here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw my pouches to the back, and I'm going to say the vocal first. If he does it without the hand signs, then I'm going to add the hand sign and say the vocal again. So this is what being fair is. If he doesn't understand the vocal, then let me give him something that he does understand, which would be the hand signs. All right? So he's getting a little tired here, so I gotta stop yapping. He despawned. Okay, just took a little break there. You can, as you're able to see, or what you just saw, he lost interest, and we are pushing 30 minutes here. Probably about 10 minutes of me yapping, and then the rest of it was training. Looks like he might have to go potty. So we're going to run through these commands super, super quick, and then we're going to call it a day for our training session here. Loki, no, I can see what you want to do. Hang on. We're actually going to take him outside first. I can just tell. I'm going to do his own thing. I have to sneeze. Ugh. Okay. Loki, here. Yes. Good here. Good boy. Loki, down. Yes, good down. Loki, place. Good place. Loki, sit. Good. Loki, down. Give him time, let him think. Now we add the hand signs. Loki, down. Yes, good boy. So there, I'll reward him a little bit. Everyone needs a win every now and then. The food is his win. Loki, here. Yes, good boy. So I'm going to reward him big there because I barely used, I may not be in frame, because I barely used any body language to just tap my hands on my thighs. Ah, nope. Sit. Loki, sit. Good. Kennel. Good. Loki, free. Yes, so we're going to reward him for the free, as always. Should always reward for the free, starting off, so that way they can understand they can do whatever they want. So we're going to run through the commands one more time. I liked it, but I didn't like it all that much. So we're going to give it another go. I'm going to let him decide what he wants to do first, and then I'm going to ask him. It seems like he's okay. Loki, down. Yes! Yes. Good boy. Loki, here. Yes. Loki, sit. Yeah. Ooh. So that's perfect. Yes. You could consider it to be predicted behavior, but whenever I do recalls, I either want a sit or down right when they come to me because I don't need them zooming right past me. Loki, stay. No. So there, we'll do a little sit, stay. Fix his slip lead here. Can correct him better. Loki, here. Yes. Good here. Good boy. Rewarding for the recall. Since I like good recalls, I always reward for the recalls. Loki, place. Yes. Loki, down. Probably too quick for him. Loki, down. Oh. Down. Loki, down. There we go. Good boy. Okay. So we'll end it off there. Now time for the yap sesh. Overall, pretty darn good. Vocals do need a little bit more work, which is fine, Totally cool. All that's going to require for me is more repetitions, more structure in the vocals, and that's pretty much it. But Loki did pretty good. I'm very satisfied. I would say that is, I would give him an A minus since the vocals were they were a bit iffy. I know he would hear me, but he would just be confused about what to do, which is once again totally cool. But yeah, I don't really have anything more to say. Very satisfied with how far Loki has come. We're going to leave the session there because I know we're probably pushing a good 35, 40 minutes. And as you saw, mid-session, he literally got bored. So should really give it, well, he knows he can be free. You know what? With that being said, let me get these guys out. So that way he knows. Free. Guest appearances, Ace and Oakley. We love these guys. We love these guys. So we'll call that a session. I know we're pushing probably about 35, 40 minutes. Normally, you wouldn't want to train your puppy for that long because they'll get bored. As you saw, literally mid-session with Loki, he was all like, man, I am over this. You are boring. I don't want to do this anymore, which is totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. He is a smart dog, so he probably wants to do things a little a little more advanced, or with his breed, maybe. Again, I'm just shooting the shit here, so who knows. Other than that, very satisfied with Loki's training today. That is an A+ for his test taking skills, or for his test. And probably later on, a session later on today, we're gonna work outside. So we'll do some heel work, some stops, some stop and pops, some turns, some basic obedience, like exactly what we did here outside. Be sure to subscribe, turn on that bell to keep up with some of Loki's progress. I try to post videos every Saturday and Sunday, because that's when I really have time to do all that stuff. Okay, buddy. Yeah, okay. So keep an eye out for that. All right, peace.